Welcome to Our Region's Business with your host, Bill Flanagan.
Today on Our Region's Business, a new kind of passport that's aimed at keeping college grads in our region, plus getting in shape with a new venture that leverages the experience of professional athletes and trainers. The founder of Cocopreneur is making connections among Black-owned businesses in our region, and we'll explore the role the arts have played in our region's ongoing transformation. But first, that new initiative to put a passport in the hands of college interns from across our region, not so they can travel abroad, but to encourage them to think twice about leaving our region for opportunity elsewhere. The Allegheny Conference is organizing a unified effort among employers to give young people a better sense of opportunity in our region and an appreciation of the quality of life here. McLaughlin is Executive Vice President and Director of Talent and Total Rewards at PNC Bank, a sponsor of this program. Vernon is Manager of University Relations and Diversity at Highmark, and Anthony Webster is Chief Human Resources Officer with Evoqua Water Technologies in Pittsburgh. And welcome. Good to have you all here.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
All right, so we have the new Pittsburgh Passport. Why? Why this program and pulling all these employers together, Ken?
Well, I think all of this started with the Inflection Point study sponsored by the Allegheny Conference, which talked about our need for attracting talent to our region and gave a couple of options for us to succeed in the coming weeks and years relative to filling that talent gap that we're seeing in Pittsburgh. And the single biggest one we needed to solve was keeping our college graduates in Pittsburgh. And the greater percentage we could keep, the more likely we were to succeed against this talent gap. So,
amazing that's an issue, because we all, we wring our hands over the brain drain. That's been going on for 20 or 30 years, and yet a lot of the kids, the graduates, move away.
They do. And so the idea was that we have a number of companies that hire college interns, but we have a number of companies that don't hire college interns. And how could we encourage more of our great companies in Pittsburgh to sponsor interns, and then use the Pittsburgh Passport that we'll talk about as a way for them to not only see Pittsburgh and understand quality of life, as you said, but network with each other and see what great young people are choosing Pittsburgh as their place post-college graduation.
So Highmark and Evoqua already have robust internship programs, or I would imagine you all have been doing it.
We do, yeah. So it's been growing year after year. I think this year we're up to about 170 interns, so pretty large program.
How about Evoqua?
We have about 40, but we're a brand new company. So we just IPO'd about 18 months ago. Have been in existence for less than 5 years. So it's a great opportunity for us to get our brand out there. We have a really strong purpose that tends to excite young people to come and work for us in the water industry, so it's a great opportunity for us.
And clearly PNC feels this is a great way to identify talent for the future of the bank, right?
Absolutely. We've been invested in interns for 20 years, and we'll host 500 almost interns this summer. Mackerel.
And so this is an opportunity really for those of you with experience who understand how it works and know the ropes to really share that experience as well with other employers?
Yeah, I think what's been really special about it is I would say we're not in competition, we're in cooperation in this conversation. And so many of the companies, Highmark, PNC, and others, worked with the 25 new entrants to the internship program, and we set internship process, and we taught them sort of what do you need to do to put a viable internship program together, what should the students expect when they show up, how do you give them a meaningful experience over the summer. So we're sort of training each other using our best practices to make it successful.
And it's been a meaningful experience. That's where the passport comes in. So what's that all about? What is the passport? What does the student get with a passport?
Yeah, so the Passport Series gives them access to activities in the city, Kayak Pittsburgh. There are tours of museums, there's various events that are hosted in the city, and I think the advantage is really our interns want social events that aren't necessarily programming through the company. So rather than feeling like they need to network with others while they're there, they just want to spend time with other interns in the city, get to know the city, and get exposure to something that they didn't even know existed.
So it's not just relationship building with a company, it's relationship building with each other. Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to do it in a different environment too, more of a social environment, make some of those connections that, as we talked earlier, companies that didn't have interns or that don't keep all of their interns, those interns can go to another company and perhaps be hired. So it's a win-win all the way around.
And Evoqua, you're going to be showcasing opportunities whether or not they're your interns?
We are, and we're going to be hosting a reception. So we'll have an opportunity again as a new company to have people, invite them to our global headquarters, which is here in Pittsburgh, and show them what we do and who we are, and hopefully some opportunities get created out of that.
Pretty exciting. Enormous kickoff event, right, at Heinz Field coming up
There
soon.
is, yeah. On June 12th, we'll be hosting the kickoff event for interns in Pittsburgh at Heinz Field, and right now we're expecting maybe 1,000, but it could be more. We don't know, but we're excited to see, as students register, who decides to join us that evening.
Yeah, as we'll go to the break, we'll put up the URL. So if there are any students out there, any parents that want to give their kids who have internships an opportunity to participate, we'll make sure it's up there online. What do you hope is going to come out of all of this, of this cooperative effort?
Yeah, I think really it's just that opportunity for our interns to see more than just Highmark while they're here. A lot of our interns come from outside of the region, so as long as they get exposure and they see how the companies are coming together to support their short-term and long-term career goals, I think that's the biggest advantage that I see.
I think the opportunity to see Pittsburgh too. I mean, it's a great city, and a lot of interns, when they come, especially from outside of the region, don't see everything that Pittsburgh has to offer. So interacting with all these different companies and other interns gives them an opportunity to see something they may not otherwise have a chance to see.
Really exciting. It's the Pittsburgh Passport. We'll show the link online in just a moment. Kat McLaughlin from PNC, Vernon from Highmark, Anthony Webster from Evoqua. Good luck with the program.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us.
Next up, time to shape up with a fast-growing business in our region that's tapping the experience of professional athletes and trainers. Please stay with us.